On tonight's episode, we present 3 tales to fill your action figure-loving heart with dread. Curl into the fetal position and enjoy terror in the toy room. Our first fearful feature is sure to make your fingers ache. No one can escape the attack of too many twist ties. For the second dreadful drama, we go back to yesterday to explore the depths of a man's soul when he can't find anything sharp to cut. The clamshell. Finally, our last shocking story returns to today as a collector receives a delivery confirmation online, but there is no package to be found. We call this tragedy. The postman never rang. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Okay people, welcome back to another Fwoosh News update. As always, I'm Robo, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Z, a little bit about Masters of the Universe Classics, maybe a couple of other things, I'm not quite sure. I just start the video and I just go. First off, to get into the Bandai Figurized Standard Dragon Ball Z model kit line, that only took 10 takes. This week I should have been reviewing the Figurized Mechanics Saiyan Pod. It's the Saiyan Pod from the Dragon Ball Z cartoon. It comes with a little unarticulated Vegeta. But the kit itself costs about 3,000 yen, and Ami was going to charge me 4,000 yen to ship it. Now, it may be that the box is big, it may be that the model itself is big, it may be that it's heavy. I don't know the determining factors here when charging shipping, but I did check HLJ and the prices were comparable, so I'm not blaming Ami, but I just can't make myself pay a shipping cost that is higher than the actual price of the toy. So I'm gonna wait for a domestic retailer to get that. I do want it, it does look cool, it'll fit right in with the rest of my collection, but I gotta have some kind of standards. I can't just keep throwing money at the import companies. But speaking of throwing money at import companies, and I did send out solicitation pictures for their aura effects. Now these aren't marketed directly at the Dragon Ball Z line, but in the promotional materials they do put Dragon Ball Z characters within the little effects. And these look cool. They're just add-ons to the figures. It makes it look nice. You can put the figures up in the air because it comes with a stand. They come in both yellow and blue, so you can have the different fighters have different colors. Cool. Just to spruce up your display. And I like that, especially at 900 yen, which is about $7 US. Shipping costs will probably eat that alive. I mean, it's gonna cost more to ship these than to actually pay for them. The good thing about it, these release on the 10th, which is this week, which is the same release date as Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Again, these are cool model kits. I may be skipping the Goku because I already have the first Goku. The hair gets bigger and bigger, but it's essentially the same figure. I want different models and I want different experiences building each model. I don't want to rebuild the same one over and over just for a different hairstyle. But flip-flopping again, because I can't hold my word for more than 10 minutes, Bandai did solicit Dragon Ball GT, Vegeta, and Goku. I haven't gotten that far in my research. I don't know exactly what the open pink sweaters are. I know that it's fur, blah, blah, blah. I know all that, but it just looks weird to me. I don't have any frame of reference. People have told me to give it a try, that they love it. There's also people that told me to just not even worry about it because they hated it. These are interesting though. Plus it'll be my first Vegeta, so I may give Vegeta a try. Who knows, January is a new year. We'll see how much money I have. You may have noticed the shirt. I got it online somewhere. I want to say it was T-Fury, but I'm not quite sure of that. It's Deadpool, it's Boba Fett. They're both characters that changed my mind about toy companies within the past month. Deadpool with the Revoltech line, and then Boba Fett with the Mafex line. Both of those figures instilled a lot of faith in those companies again, and it's just odd that I dug up this t-shirt today after having it for months and months and months and months. Just the realization that these are the two characters. These are the two figures that I got. It's just weird. You know what that means, right? Random internet t-shirts can tell the future. In third-party news, Old Boy, the Thai tattooist shop on Facebook that does all these awesome head sculpts and head repaints. They just got back from Tokyo and posted this picture of all the goodies they got while there. They also posted a note saying, get your Jangos and clones ready, which I can only assume means that they are doing a Tamura Morrison head. Hopefully they'll be able to go on the Black Series figure too, or even the model kits. I know that the Figure Arts clones and Jango are kind of small. Make them kind of an in-between size where it'll fit both. If it is compatible with the bigger figures, I'm down. I'll get some. Tiny articulated icons update. You saw the pictures last week. You need to go to the site, put some pre-orders in. But we did hear back from the factory. They are making the changes that we made note of. They did give us a schedule of production for the end of December. So that means Got to go through January with all the production, all the shipping, getting it to the US, getting it to our distribution center. So orders should start going out in February. That'll probably be the month of February. Getting stuff out, getting everything to everybody should be cool. On that note, I should have something to show you on this channel here in a couple of weeks. I don't know what I'm getting. Let's see, get some ninja in my hand, and I'm just gonna keep reading. Over the weekend, Good Smile Company announced that they were adding paintings to their table museum line, and the first one is the Scream. Looking at this action figure, it freaks me the hell out. In some of the pictures, it's kind of hard to tell what is figure and what is picture of the actual painting. Yes, I know, articulation, shadow, for that thing. I know that. It's got interchangeable hands, it's articulated down the body, it says it uses soft material in order to keep the aesthetic while maintaining movement. So, that's cool. I'm gonna put this on the list. Damn you, Figma. That's exactly what I needed. Another import line to get into. Crazy. Just take all my money. Just take it. Who cares? Who cares about money, right? Now, I thought I'd introduce a segment focusing on our international collector brethren. And the only international guy I know that I talk to every day is the godfather of Fwoosh, Pablo Lobo himself. So here he is to tell us what the situation is like in international collecting circles.
Expensive as hell!
Thanks, Pabs. And then finally, Super7 has announced that next Wednesday, November 16th, they'll be opening up pre-orders for their first foray into the Masters of the Universe Classics line with the Ultimate editions of certain figures. Now those include Skeletor, He-Man, Faker, and Teela. It's the basic figures with all of the weapons that were included in different versions of that character across the line. So you buy Skeletor, you get the Keldor head with the cape, you get all the different swords, you get the axes, you get all the accessories. And then besides that is Ram Man in different colors. I believe this is his mini comic look, but I'm already hearing comments that this line is already over because it's just rehashes of the same figures. You gotta think outside that. You gotta think as a company. You gotta think to include all of those collectors over the years that have passed on the line because the original figures weren't available. When it comes to Teela, she was hard to find. She was sold on Matty Collector, gone, and then never came back. For the collectors who are sitting on the fence because they couldn't get Teela, they couldn't get one of those main characters for the line, those will bring those collectors into the line. They'll buy He-Man and Skeletor to go with their new Teela, and it's the beginning of the collection for them. A bunch of the older figures are fairly easy to get online, so yeah, Teela's the biggie. I believe Fisto's the other hard one to get. So if they re-release him next year, they're on a roll. Then they can get into the obscure characters. They can get into the characters that Mattel never gave us. But they have to sprinkle those into the line with some redos for the new collectors, for the new company, to get it up and running. They can't just start out with the obscure characters and hope that everyone just jumps on board. So this is a smart move. They're starting out with the big guns. Like I said, bring in new collectors. And I'll be grabbing a few, especially the Ram Man, because I kind of like these colors more than the colors on the figure that we already got. So if you enjoyed this news update, comment, like, subscribe. Go ahead, click the Kamehameha. Click it. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.